Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to 3Q and 9-month FY26 earnings con call of Paradeep Phosphates Ltd, hosted by Antique Stock Broking Limited. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode, and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star then 0 on your touchtone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Mr. Manish Mahawar from Antique Stock Broking Limited. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Good morning, everyone. I am pleased to host today's earnings call of Paradeep Phosphates. We have leadership team represented by Mr. Rajeev Nambiar, COO, Mr. Harshdeep Singh, Chief Commercial Officer, Mr. Bijoy Biswal, CFO, and Mr. Alok Saxena, Head Corporate Finance and IR on the call. Without further ado, I would like to hand over the call to Mr. Nambiar for opening comment, post which will open the floor for Q&A. Thank you, and over to Rajeev, sir.
Thank you, Manish, and good morning, everyone, and a warm welcome to Paradeep Phosphates earnings call for the quarter ended December and the 9 months of 2026. I appreciate your time and interest in our company. I trust you have seen our earnings presentation and press release, which have been circulated and are available in our website and stock exchanges. Let me give you an overview of Q3 and the 9 months completed FY2025-26. They have been quite consistent and robust for PPL, reflecting the strength of our operations and our resilience to navigate the global volatility. Happy to report that the production rose 13% year-over-year in Q3 to 1 million ton, and this is successively the second quarter we are doing a million ton production. Growth has led by the value-added NPK grade and NPK category, which has grown by 30% on YTD. For the last 9 months, production and sales reached 2.86 and 3.37 million tons, up by 15% and 17% respectively. For the year to date, revenue grew by 34%, EBITDA by 45%, and PAT by 71% year on year, a true reflection of both volume growth and quality of earnings. Let me also update you on some of the strategic progress. We have completed our 5th evaporator at Paradeep facility, and which is in operation now. This is after the completion of the 1,500 tons of sulfuric acid plant, which is stable and reached the rated production capacity. And this evaporator is also going to help us in terms of strong phosphoric acid, which was actually a little bottleneck for us. Now we have come back to the original state. And urea capacity, MCF, has also been expanded by around 30,000 tons per year on an annual basis in Q3 to the shutdown. Sulfuric acid plant at Mangalore, which is on 300 tons capacity, will be commissioned in the end of the quarter 4 of 25-26. And energy improvement project at Goa is also likely to be completed by the last quarter of this year. The phosphoric acid expansion from 0.5 million to 0.7 million is underway, and the increase in phosphate will enable us the company to meet substantial requirement of phosphoric acid at both Goa as well as Mangalore through the excess phosphoric acid at Paradeep. Thus, directionally, we endeavor to make all our sites 100% backward integrated phosphoric acid units. This will significantly improve the quality of earnings per ton at company level. Also, we are looking debottleneck opportunity at Paradeep to increase the granulation capacity from 1.8 million to 2 million tons. The benefits of these projects, as enumerated earlier, will likely to give us incremental EBITDA for 2027. Our long-term and short-term credit rating has been upgraded to AA- and A1+ respectively, reflecting our strong fundamentals and the improved credit rating, which will help us to optimize our cost of capital for the capex. We continue with our endeavor of offering farmers with innovative products and helping to achieve balanced fertilization and optimizing the last mile delivery through digital interventions. Through our expanded distribution and digital outreach, we now engage with over 12 million farmers across 18 states, supported by more than 1 lakh retailers and 6,800 dealers, and a strong on-ground advisory network. Looking ahead, we remain optimistic about the fertilizer demand, continued government thrust on soil health, and the rising shift toward balanced and specialized nutrient applications. However, we believe that the global uncertainty will remain, and the volatility in key raw material prices and the currency volatility will put pricing pressure in the short term. We continue to invest in our expansion plan as per the schedule, and we believe the expansion will enable us to increase our economies of scale and deepen our market presence. We continue to invest in achieving manufacturing excellence and AI-led manufacturing intervention for agility and sustainability being one of the core ethos of our operations. In summary, PPL remains focused to deliver consistent and operational resilience and continued endeavor for strategic growth and expansion. Thanking all of you, I now open the floor for questions.
Thank you very much. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on their touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. The first question is from the line of Sucrit D. Patil from Eyesight Fintrade Private Limited. Please go ahead.
Good morning to the team. I have two questions. My first question is, just give me a moment, please. Yeah, my first question is, thank you for the detailed commentary. I wanted to take a step beyond what was covered in the opening remarks. Given the dependency on imported raw materials and the variability in demand across crop cycles, how does management think about balancing volume growth, product mix, and margin stability as conditions evolve? Looking ahead, what changes in farmer demand, input availability, or pricing dynamics would most influence a shift in this priority? That's my first question. I'll ask my second question after this. Thank you.
Thank you for the question. It's an important question actually. Even though the current condition is actually we are under little pricing pressure, but a lot of optimization is going back in terms of the product profitability and the portfolios along with the manufacturing excellence. Actually we are driving that. So if you look at actually our basic volumes have been shifting from low profitability product to the higher profitability product, which has been very consistently followed for this year. We can see the flagship product N20 has been actually moved quite faster and little pressure in terms of DAP profitability. So this is an ongoing thing actually to make sure that availability to the farmer is ensured. At the same time, our guided number, like we strongly believe actually the EBITDA guidance of minimum 4,500 to 5,000 is actually an achievable target for us. Even though of late we have little pressure in terms of the international volatility, but we are gauged up in terms of optimizing our product mix as well as the pricing of the raw materials.
Thank you. My second question to Mr. Bijoy is, I had a forward-looking from a monitoring point of view. As raw material prices, subsidiary flows and working capital cycles move through the year, what are the key internal indicators you track mostly closely to anticipate pressure or improvement in margins and cash flow, before these show up on the balance sheet? I want to understand your point of view on this. Thank you.
Good, in fact, this 31st December closing, we had little bit, due to high raw material prices, which has moved northward in terms of sulfur and ammonia. So the working capital, the borrowing has increased little bit due to higher investment in this inventory and debtors. But what we understand that this is going to, this is a position what we have taken consciously where this will get liquidated and we will have this, getting back into that, converted to cash. So I don't foresee that, it will be going largely to impact our profitability. And this is well within the control and we'll be able to sell through whatever the stock we are having and the debtors we are having. I don't foresee any sort of challenge in meeting this requirement. And the company, the limits and everything is well managed, and we have got enough limit to also see that we don't have any liquidity issue.
Thank you, and best of luck for the next quarter.
Yeah, sorry?
I said thank you and best wishes for your next quarter.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you a lot. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Prashant Biyani from Elara Securities. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity. Mr. Nambiar, what is your view on the next NBS subsidy revision? What should the trajectory be?
Prashant, if you see the NBS formulation as well as the current pricing, which has happened for the past 6 months, we expect actually NBS support could be crucial, and it is going to happen for coming. It will be difficult to tell a number, but I think it will be very positive. That's what our industry feels.
And Prashant, just to add, the government has put in a very robust process on the way they define NBS for the next season. And everything is being discussed with the industry as a stakeholder team. And finally, we have seen that the last 4 or 8 quarters, the subsidy has been quite positive and supportive to the government. So we are sure that government will continue in the same spirit, and that will not be a challenge for the next fiscal year.
Yeah, Prashant, to add that to our, the budget allocation of subsidy is quite good in this, last budget. So what was that, what you see that there is an increase of around, 5 to 7% in the budget allocation for the subsidy, and which will take care of this entire this subsidy requirement for this 26-27, and generally government support in case there is a need. So we are quite positive about that.
Sure. And sir, of the total capex of 3,600 crore that we are doing, if I have to bifurcate product-wise, how much will be the capex for 1 million ton granulation and for 0.25 phosphate and 0.75 million ton sulfuric acid at Paradeep?
This granulation will cost you around 800 crores. And the standalone phosphate of 300,000 will cost you another 800 to 900 crores.
Including sulfuric acid?
No, the phosphate and sulfuric acid, what we are planning at Paradeep, that 0.3 million of phosphate and 1 million of sulfuric acid will cost around 1,500 crores.
Okay, out of 1,500, 800 could be for phos and remaining for sulfuric acid.
Yes.
Right. And sir, at MCFL site, what is the quantum of sulfuric acid capacity expansion?
It is 300 per day, which is almost nearing completion now.
Okay.
Currently, we have got 100 metric ton per day, which is going to 400 metric ton per day.
Right. And sir, regarding the energy efficiency project for the Goa site, so I think last year only initiated or completed energy efficient program. In this round of energy efficiency, how much is the quantum of benefit in terms of GCal per metric ton we are anticipating, and how much is the investment that we are planning?
Goa, actually, we are going to complete this energy efficiency program by end of this quarter, and which will reduce it by 0.3 GRGL actually, and that will release substantial amount, and we are expecting a supportive energy norms, new energy norms coming up, which is expected to get announced anytime during this quarter.
And this will take down the energy consumption to what level?
Currently we are at 6.4, we will come down to 6.1.
And what is the investment?
It's around 220 crores.
Payback period?
Could be around
3 to 4 years.
3 to 4 years.
Okay. And so lastly,
And also,
Sorry to interrupt. Mr. Biyani, please rejoin the queue for more questions.
Sure.
Yeah, thank you. Before we take the next question, a reminder to all, if you wish to ask a question, please press star and 1. The next question is from the line of Preet Nagashet from Wealth Finvisor. Please go ahead.
તેને કોલ કર્યો છે તેને તમારો કોલ હોલ્ડ પર રાખ્યો છે કૃપા કરી
Mr. Nageshet, your line is unmuted. Please go ahead.
કૃપયા લાઈન પર
As there is no response from the current participant, we'll move on to our next participant. The next question is from the line of Shubhro Tripathi from Krish Capital. Please go ahead.
Good morning, sir. Thanks for the opportunity. Firstly, resilient performance considering the sulfur prices which have moved up so sharply. What would be the YOY change of sulfur per PPL compared to last year?
Can you repeat the question?
What was the year-over-year change of sulfur price for PPL compared to last year?
Typically, sulfur used to hover around 150 to 200. Now it has reached 540 to 550 now.
And
almost 4.5 times.
Yeah. And all our sourcing is imported, or is there some sourcing from IOC Paradeep as well?
We do have actually sourcing of molten sulfur from IOC for Paradeep, as well as sourcing from MRPL for Mangalore Chemicals, Mangalore site.
And my second question is regarding there was recent news announcement regarding some agreement with SECI, Solar Energy, for offtake of green ammonia at Paradeep site and Goa site. So there is no announcement or any details shared in the presentation. Could you share some more light on how you plan to go about this?
It's a preliminary stage that, as and when it will unfold, we'll share the details.
Basically, this is an offtake agreement we have to get with SECI, and we expect actually whenever SECI is ready, we will sign it. But as far as manufacturing and supply is concerned, it is for a third party.
Any tentative timeline for this? Which financial year?
Nothing. The agreement could be happening anytime soon, but in fact, the production and supply could be taking time.
So maybe in next 2 to 3 years only.
Yes.
Okay. That's it from my side, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Saumil Shah from Paris Investments. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Hi, sir. Good morning. I would like to know what is our net debt as on 31st December?
So net debt is around 5,450 crores as 31st December.
Okay. And what would be our subsidy receivable as on 31st December?
No, this net debt is both, the working capital as a long-term debt, and subsidy receivable is around 3,780 crores.
Okay. So normally, in how much period we receive the subsidy? So, can you quantify approx how much is due in the current quarter and how much is it in the next year?
So this is, out of that, generally the subsidy based on the post sales, this sales made to the farmer. So what we earned, out of this 3,700 or 780, whatever we are talking, this all, based on this farmer sale, it will be receivable. Out of that, around 1,000 crore is what already sales has happened, which is going to come. And balance quantity whenever this farmer sale happen, that will be received.
Okay, so only 1,000 is already, 1,000 subsidy is already sold. So that 1,000 is receivable. Other balance is not yet sold.
Sure.
Yeah, so typically we'll have 2 to 3 weeks of subsidy outstanding at any given point of time.
Okay. Understood. And can we know what was the EBITDA per ton for this quarter? What is the reason for dropping EBITDA?
1,700 rupees per metric ton this quarter.
Sorry, I couldn't get that number.
4,700 per metric ton.
Okay. And I think we were targeting about 5,000 per metric ton for this year.
If you look at YTD basis, we are already 5,400 sort of. So yes, the 5,000 is quite achievable on a yearly basis.
Okay. And how much of our prices is depending on natural gas prices?
Sorry?
How much of our raw material price is depending on natural gas prices? Because I think there is a huge...
No, it is not much because natural gas price determines the urea price, which is a pass-through.
Okay. So we are not much affected with the natural gas prices, right?
Yes.
Okay. And if I could know what is the current...
Mr. Shah, please rejoin the queue for more questions.
No problem. I'll come back in the queue. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
The
thanks.
next question is from the line of Varun Arora from MK Global. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Hi, sir. Thank you for the opportunity. Just to check one clarification I need on the EBITDA. So, your guidance on EBITDA is what? Basically, I missed that number. So can you just say it again?
Can you repeat it? The question
Yeah,
voice is not...
What you said the number on EBITDA, I didn't get that number. Can you just repeat it? Just a clarification I need on this.
EBITDA number for this quarter is 4,700, and our guided number for the whole year basis is around 5,000 rupees per metric ton.
YTD number is 5,000.
Right? Yeah, YTD number is 5,300, till December, and as a year we say that, it will be 5,000 rupees.
Okay. And what's your further guidance for FY27, if you can say so?
I think FY27, see, our endeavor is that, we should have in around 4,500 to 5,000 rupees. And it all depends on this NVS policy and, this raw material prices and how much we are able to pass on to the consumers, this is the price. So, we are in the process, it is not, maybe, but our endeavor is that we should get around 5,000 rupees.
Okay, sir. And so on the debt side, so that's approximately 5,400 crores debt right now you're holding. So any going forward, any plan to reduce it, or just or this is we going to stagnate for some time? What's your plan for doing this? That's the last question.
We are actually, it's an important thing for us to make sure that the debt is not crossed over. We are taking a lot of operational measures to see that the tighter control on the inventory management. At the same time, availability is also ensured. So this should actually, in the coming quarter and subsequent quarters, it should actually soften down.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Sandeep Mukherjee from SKP Securities Limited. Please go ahead.
Sir, thanks for taking my question. Sir,
sorry to interrupt, Mr. Mukherjee. Can you please speak a little louder? We are unable to hear you.
Yes, sir, thanks for taking my question. Sir, my question is like, what was the gas cost and EBITDA per ton for urea?
Can you, we are not able to hear you. Can you speak a little bit loudly?
Is it okay now, sir? Am I audible?
Better. Yeah, but be louder, kindly.
Yes. So what was the gas cost and EBITDA per ton for the urea?
The gas cost is around $12, but the EBITDA is around 3,000 rupees.
3,000 rupees. And what is the short-term debt on the books, sir, for the 9 months?
Short term, if you talk of working capital, we have got around 4,200 crores. Long term is 1,235 crores.
Okay, sir. And sir, my last question is what was the capex spend for the 9 months?
We have spent almost 450 crores in this 9 months period.
Okay, sir. One more question. We currently are operating more or less at the same MRP levels which were in Q2.
So just to share with you, the MRPs have been improved for the NPKs this year. Only product with the MRPs remain the same as urea and DAP, where there is a kind of a guidance. Otherwise, for NPKs, we have been taking price changes from time to time.
Okay, sir. That's it from my side. Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the management line has been disconnected. Please hold while we get them reconnected. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being on hold. We have management connected now on the call. Over to you, sir.
Is there any more questions?
Yeah. We have next question from the line of Preet Nagashet from Wealth Advisor. Please go ahead.
Sure. So I wanted to understand, sir, the product mix that you employ. The reason I ask is that the government is trying to improve the access of SSP and other products more and more. So what happens to the DAP that you make, and how do you see the product mix evolving for the next financial year?
A very good morning to you. See, how the product mix is evolving is directionally our focus is on balanced nutrition. and we've been gradually going into a company which is more dominantly into an NPK portfolio. So if you look at the portfolio of products, some of the products that we are doing, the flagship product that we have is 2020-013, which is what we call the Captain, and that's how we run the current positioning. Then we have got 10-26-26, 12-32-16, and 19-19. So that's a complete range of NPK. And in the portfolio of volume, if you look at it, almost more than 45 to 50% is NPK mix. So that's the direction. The other key direction that we're taking is promoting basically high nutrient use efficient products like Nano. So that's the other portfolio change that we're doing.
Okay. So, but how do you see this panning out for DAP versus SSP? What is your view on that on the ground?
So my view is, overall, the government also is trying to encourage balanced nutrition, and there is a shift happening towards the NPK. So this year, if you look at the farmer consumption sales, there has been a kind of a reduction in the DAP sales, but the farmer still keeps demanding DAP. So there is a need for a greater awareness. So as a category leader, that's what we're trying to do, that communicate to the farmers the benefits of the balanced use of nutrition and the shift happening towards the NPK category. If you look at the market also today, the NPK segment is today bigger than the DAP segment. But yes, there is a segment, almost 40-45% of the market, which is still on DAP. And the other pioneering leadership step that we have done as CPL is that we are also encouraging the use of alternate to DAP, which is TSP, which has got 46% phosphorus, but you don't at least overuse nitrogen there. So that's the shift that we're trying to also lead in the market.
So for this, when the availability of rock phosphate becomes important, so how are you ensuring security for that?
So how we are ensuring security is, if you look at the value chain partnership that we have, we have partnership with OCP in terms of securing our rock value chain, which is the most important source as far as P2O5 is concerned. And for finished products also, for TSP and DAP, we have a strategic partnership with OCP NutriCorps. So that's how we're trying to ensure. And as far as our own manufacturing is concerned, which is very robust, and we are one of the few companies which has a very, very robust portfolio of NPK products in the country. So that's what we are trying to do to ensure there is a availability. And as you've seen our footprint, we operate in 18 states today in the country, and with a wide reach, almost covering 1 lakh retailers.
Understood. So if you add all this up, what kind of volume or top-line guidance do you think can come into play for FY27?
Volume 4 million tons and top line.
Yeah. So volume, if you look at it, last year we achieved 3 million ton the thing, and this year the guidance is 4 million ton plus. So that's what we are basically gearing up for it. We have already done 3.38.
Okay. You mean for FY26, right? I was suggesting FY27, if you have any sense on that.
Yeah. So we normally don't give a guidance for the next year, but we would be planning a robust growth for the next year. How the overall objective would be to optimize basically and strengthen our NPK portfolio mix. So that's what we are gearing up, and we will have a robust growth in the next year also.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Dhruv Muchal from HDFC AMC. Please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Sir, can you give the sulfuric acid and phosphoric acid production for the quarter? You typically give that in the presentation. I think this time it is missing.
One second. Sulfuric acid, we have produced 4.5 lakh metric ton for this quarter, and phosphoric acid around 1.45 lakh metric ton.
Got it. Thank you. So the other question was on the inventory. Now, typically what we see is, this is I'm looking at the change in inventory that you report in the P&L. Typically we see a build-up in 1Q as the season longs, and then a drawdown in the next 2 quarters. This time the drawdown seems to have not happened as much. So, just trying to understand what's leading to this.
No, see, out of this increase in the inventory, mainly the increase in raw material. So that's a conscious decision that we have a price volatility as well as the rupee depreciation. Keeping all this in mind, there is an increase in the raw material stock, which is definitely going to be utilized in this quarter, upcoming quarter. And finished goods and traded goods, that is well within control. Generally, this December, a little bit, inventory build-up happens, which get liquidated in starting from April onwards.
Got it. So, if it is possible, if you can suggest how much is the, in quantity terms, how much is the fertilizer inventory at the company level, finished goods inventory at the company level this year and, December and in last year December?
We'll share with you that data separately.
Sure. Okay. And so the other question was on the expansion, the P acid and the sulfuric acid expansion that we are ongoing. So what's, I think you announced last quarter. So now what stage are we? Have we done the equipment ordering? I think EC and AC clearances already we have. Any progress that you can highlight in terms of equipment ordering, other stuff that you might have prepared?
Dhruv, both the unit, the acid plant, actually the EC is available for Paradeep, and for Mangalore actually we applied for the EC, and for the granulation unit actually the EC application is already on, and we are expected to go for the public hearing coming 1 or 2 months, and by August September we will get the EC clearance for the granulation expansion Paradeep also. As far as the status is concerned, actually all the key equipment manufacturers already roped in, and the technical discussions are in the final stage, and once the parameters are frozen, actually by end of March, April, we should be able to get the commercials finalized and get ordered.
Got it. Perfect. And that's all. Thank you so much and all the best. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Gagan Thareja from Grow Mutual Fund. Please go ahead.
Good morning. I hope I'm audible.
Can you be a little louder?
Yeah. So the first question is on the phos acid capacity addition of 0.2 MMTPA, which is stipulated for FY27. When exactly in FY27 will this be commissioned?
Q2 of 27.
Q2. And the 0.1 MMTPA sulfuric acid addition in the Mangalore site for FY27 will be again commissioned by when?
That is this quarter actually. Q4 of this year we will commission that.
So Q4 there is, you see, if I go by your Q2 presentation, there is a 0.03 MMTPA sulfuric acid which is addition which is budgeted for FY26, which I think you mentioned will get commissioned in Q4 of this year. But then there is another 0.1 MMTPA which is budgeted for FY27. I was talking about that.
Yeah, that is actually the brownfield expansion of the existing capacity. That technical negotiations are going on actually. Once we have clear about the equipment ordering, we should be able to finish that.
Right. And sir, in FY26, the sulfuric acid capacity at Paradeep, as per this presentation, is indicated at 1.9 MMTPA. Just want to understand, this is, I think there was an addition done in FY26 in Paradeep sulfuric acid. Can you tell me how much was this and when was it commissioned?
It is commissioned the month of September end, and now stabilized. This is 1,500 tons per day plant. It has already reached the rated capacity and working pretty well.
Okay. So on an annual basis, how much would it be? You said 1,500 TPD. In MMTPA terms, that would be how much? I'm sorry, I'm unable to understand or relate.
Almost like 5 lakh tons.
Right. So 0.5 million out of the 1.9 happened? very recent. Okay.
Yes.
And in phosphoric acid, the 0.5 got commissioned fully by FY25 itself and would be fully utilized.
Yes, it's also completed the rated outputs, and that's the thing we're going for expansion in 2 phases.
Okay. So, sir, these sulfuric acid backward integrations that you have recently sort of commissioned, and the 0.2 million that you'll be commissioning next year in phosphoric acid, what sort of benefits in in EBITDA per ton terms could this
Typically, when you expand the phosphoric acid, the spread is $150 per ton between a captive and imported phosphoric acid. So to that extent, the benefit will flow to the earning of the company for the next year. For the sulfuric acid, the main advantage is power and also the net back, and that spread is typically $50.
Okay. And you're also doing some energy saving initiatives.
Sorry to interrupt, Gagan. Please rejoin the queue for more questions. Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, in order to ensure that the management will be able to address questions from all the participants in the conference, please limit your questions to 2 per participant. Should you have a follow-up question, please rejoin the queue. The next question is from the line of Preeti Jain, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Hi, very good morning.
Morning.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Sir, wanted to check in terms of the tax expense in the quarter. Our current effective tax rate in the quarter has been 21%, while the same has been 28%, 27% in the last previous quarter. What is that big change that has resulted into a tax differential?
Yeah, well, this is, this tax impact is mainly on account of regular tax as well as deferred tax. So when we took over this Mangalore plant, there is a valuation impact. There is a timing difference, permanent difference. So on account of that, you see this impact of the taxes. So generally, it should be around 25%. But you are saying
why it has reduced to 20% in the current quarter.
Sorry?
We are saying that just because of certain expenses wherein we are beneficially, the effective tax rate has become 20% and this is sustainable ahead.
Yeah. See, the timing difference and permanent difference on account of the deferred tax we get actualized, we'll see that in and around 22 to 23% tax impact, tax expenses.
But the deferred tax has not changed. The deferred tax amount was 7 crore last year and 4 crore current year. There is a negligible impact because of a deferred tax.
No, then you please, we'll respond to you specifically on this question.
Referring to the results, the previous quarter deferred tax charge was 7.67 crores and the current deferred tax charge is 3.68 crores. So there is a negligible gap because of the deferred tax change. There is a significant difference in the current tax.
Okay.
What is the reason for that change?
Why don't you send your query separately to the ID? We'll respond to that.
Okay.
Ms. Preeti, you want to ask more questions?
That's all from my side. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The next question is from the line of Jignesh Kamani from Nippon Mutual Fund. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi.
Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Kamani. We are unable to hear you.
Audible?
There is a lot of background noise from your side. Can you please speak a little louder?
Yeah. So, at the Mangalore urea plant, 5-year window will be over this March, right? So, just want to know what will be the revenue or the profit?
I can't hear you.
Hello?
Sorry, sir, but we are unable to hear you.
Hello?
Can you please use your handset mode?
I'm audible now?
Yeah,
Yes,
please go ahead.
Yeah. So in the Mangalore urea plant, I think 5-year benefit of the energy efficiency over this March, I suppose. I just want to know what will be the EBITDA impact post the expiry of that energy efficiency in the Mangalore urea plant?
They can't make out what you're asking.
So in urea, we had in Mangalore urea plant, we did energy efficiency measure capex, I think, for 5 years ago. So we are enjoying the benefit of that, I can say, which is expiring this March, right? So
yes,
profitability at the urea plant will be reduced from this March onward. So just want to know what will be the impact on that.
No, right now this the impact will be around 3,000 to 4,000 rupees per metric ton due to this energy impact changes.
Fundamental.
One more thing. Because the new sulfuric acid which is going to come by end of this March, actually, the additional energy will be pumped back to the urea plant, where we will have a significant saving. So this could be not fully nullified, large extent will be nullified.
Understood. Second thing on the capex, the current ordering of the equipment and the visibility. Can you provide the separate commissioning date for both Paradeep and the Mangalore site separately for both granulation and the backward integration?
Paradeep is typically after ordering around 22 months. We are targeting a stretched one, and Mangalore will take little more, mainly because some configurations and special requirements in Mangalore is different than Paradeep. That we can update you actually once the ordering is completed.
So tentatively, Paradeep will be around March 28 and Mangalore will be around December 28?
That could be, yeah.
Sure. Okay. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Dev Gulwani from Care PMS. Please go ahead.
Hi, thank you for the opportunity. So company has recently will be doing debottlenecking for backward integration and expansion in sulfuric and phosphoric acid for FY28 also. So how much incremental EBITDA per ton we can expect for FY27 and FY28?
So as you said earlier, the incremental EBITDA will come from the increased phosphoric capacity. As you said, we will expand from 5 lakh to 7 lakh by Q2 of next year. So to that extent, the incremental EBITDA flow will happen for the next year. Also, the energy efficiency projects, the evaporator that we enumerated in the opening call. So all these projects will get us, good incremental EBITDA for FY27.
And for FY28, after the 100% backward integration?
Yeah, so directionally, the sustainable EBITDA per ton that we give at 5,000 rupees now, with one site being 100% backward integrated. When all the sites get 100% backward integrated, and assuming that all other things remain same, the sustainable EBITDA per ton is likely to improve by 30 to 35%.
Okay, thank you. And also in your speech, you mentioned that earning quality should improve going forward. Can you please elaborate?
That's what I said. 30 to 35% will improve when we have all the sites backward integrated.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Shubhra Tripathi from Krish Capital. Please go ahead.
Sir, with regard to the upcoming NBS rate revision, so considering that sulfur prices have gone up by 3.5 to 4 times, but phosphoric acid has not really gone up that sharply. So will it have an adverse impact?
No, this, we can't be specific about the per ton rate, but what we can say that if you compare the last year budget allocation vis-a-vis this year, there is an increase of around 5 to 7%. So keeping that in line, we expect that there will be some incremental, increase in this per ton NBS rate. So, but we have to wait for this fine print or the government notification. But, there is a strong feeling that there will be increase in this, NBS rate.
No, sir, my question was mostly with regard to what has happened historically. The phosphor content, the phosphor rate has been increased in the past 1 year. But sulfur, they have not really increased that sharply. And right now, we are
verify. See, this year the value chain for sulfur has got impacted because of the current the Ukraine-Russia situation. Okay, so there's a temporary effect which happened on a part of the supply chain for sulfur. We expect that also to get normalized maybe another 2 months' time. That's the expectation. And phosphoric acid value chain is a demand and supply primarily for the NPKs and MAPs, and that's the reason why typically you've not seen the similar kind of impact. But sulfur has kind of behaved abnormally. It's not the normal behavior for sulfur, and we expect that to get normalized.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Anik Mitra from Phenomics Solutions Private Limited. Please go ahead.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Sir, as like we have found that NPK is contributing more in your total portfolio at this point in time, and I believe that is the trend of the country, that we are getting more inclined towards NPK than DAP. So you are backward integrating your DAP facilities. So from that aspect, I understand that your facilities are fungible as well. Now, considering from that context, how significant it is backward integrating your DAP facilities? Maybe you will be producing more, that will be quite normal, like that DAP, NPK will contribute more in your portfolio going forward as well.
No, so just to clarify, the expansion that we are doing is in the production of granulation, and that is totally fungible. Okay, so the product mix is totally determined by the market requirement and the kind of drivers of profit and growth. So when we are saying we are expanding the granulation train in Paradeep by 1 million tons, the product mix is going to be a combination of NPKs and DAP, but we can completely move on to complete NPKs in that portfolio.
Sir, I was referring phosphoric acid. Means you are backward integrating phosphoric acid, that I was referring to.
Yeah, so you're backward integrating phosphoric acid to kind of power all your granulation trains with a dominant NPK portfolio.
Okay, so whatever the entire capacity you are planning to utilize in that, the similar kind of utilization will be there if you incline, like if you start producing more NPK as well. Is my understanding correct?
Yeah, that is how we planned it out. That's how the capacity expansion is planned for phosphoric acid to power the complete granulations. If you look at it, where we are dominantly Goa and Mangalore is already totally NPKs. Okay. So Paradeep, we do a little bit of DAP.
Okay. And sir, in terms of this phosphoric acid backward integration, you said 250, if I'm not wrong, you said USD 250 per metric ton will be the benefit. Am I
Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Mitra. Please rejoin.
Yeah, I'll come back. I'll come back to the interview. Sir, please answer this question.
Mr. Mitra?
Yeah, I asked the question.
Can you please repeat your question again?
Sir, I was referring that the phosphoric acid benefit from the phosphoric acid integration, backward integration. So in US dollar, you said 250 per metric ton. Am I correct or I have missed something?
You can take it as 150.
150 per metric, USD 150 per metric ton, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Nitin Kaushik from Affin Capital Private Limited. Please go ahead.
Good morning, sir. Thank you for the opportunity. My question is, after the merger with MCFL and with all these synergies coming up, and also the capacity expansion happening, can you please guide us on long-term EBITDA margin coming up? So, can we maintain about 10% mark going forward, or by how much quantum would it increase?
Your voice is not very clear. Can you repeat the question a little bit louder?
Hello, sir. Is it clear now?
Better now.
Yes. So my question was, after the merger with MCFL and with all the synergies coming up and all this capacity expansion happening, can you please guide us on long-term EBITDA margins coming up? I was asking if we can maintain about 10% mark going forward, or by how much quantum would it improve?
No, already we are this EBITDA margin right now is 11%. So we'll be maintaining that sort of margin.
Okay, sir.
Yes. Yeah.
Sir, the second question was, can you please specify the amount of total capex which would be incurred in FY26?
FY26 already we have spent around 450 crores, 25, 26. So another 50 crores will be spent. So for the year we'll be closing at 500 crores. And next year, the budget is that, our regular capex around, maintenance capex around 350 crores.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. That's it from my side.
Thank you. Okay.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Prashant Payani from Elara Securities. Please go ahead.
Sir, thanks for the opportunity again. Sir, how much was the subsidy received in Q3 and how much is the gross debt?
No, we have received subsidy of around 2,500 crore in Q3. And second what?
Gross debt.
Gross debt is around 5,400 crores. Out of that, after netting of this investment.
Okay. Sir, any price hike have we taken in fertilizer specifically in Q3?
Yeah, Q3 we had taken, Prashant, a price increase for the NPKs, primarily N10 and N12.
And how much?
So we had increased our MRP from around 1900 level to almost 2025, 2000 level.
Okay. And so lastly, how much is the current stock of DAP, NPK lying in the channel at the end of Q3?
Okay. So currently we have got DAP stocks which is approximately around 1,06,000 as far as channel is concerned, and NPK stocks of 5 lakh tons.
TSP?
Sorry?
TSP.
TSP.
Yeah.
Okay. TSP, we've got approximately 65,000 tons of TSP stock.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Gagan Thareja from Grow Mutual Fund. Please go ahead.
Yes, thanks. So my question is on the EBITDA. I think last quarter you indicated that with all these backward integration measures, next year you could incrementally add another 350-360 crores to your EBITDA, if I remember it correctly from your transcript. And I mean, in the interim, some input prices have moved up sharply. So do we maintain that we can next year add that sort of a number to the EBITDA on this year's closing number?
I think we continue to say that all the incremental EBITDA from the backward integration that we have planned and the projects that we have completed will be in the line that we discussed last time. But obviously it is subject to the global price movements, and we'll see how the price movements pans out in next year.
Right. And given your capacity expansion plans, how should we think of your gross debt movement from the current levels? How will it move going ahead?
Gross debt will be around 0.75
of the equity. We will be maintaining that at that level. We don't want to leverage it further. So it will be hovering around the same round.
0.8.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. I'll get back to you. Thanks for taking the questions.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll take that as the last question for today. I now hand the conference over to the management for closing remarks.
Thank you for taking the time to join our earnings call by all the investing community. Should you have any further questions, please reach out to our investor relations team. Thank you once again and have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
On behalf of Antique Stock Broking Limited, that concludes this conference. Thank you all for joining us today, and you may now disconnect your lines.
Thank you. Thank you, Manish.
Thank you.